Happy Father's Day. Thank you for your dedication, your love, your teachings, your sacrifice to your kids, your family, and those who you serve. I thank my Father and I thank my Heavenly Father. Fathers are important rule, the foundation of our society. On this very special day, we want to thank all the fathers out there. What I have here is a tech driver, CZ457. Now this is the Varmint model, chamber in 22 Magnum or 22 WMR. This is a small rifle that pack a lot of the power. 22 Magnum is a very good caliber. It can take down as much as a boar or a coyote, easy, no problem. Now this Varmint model, I believe come with the heavy barrel. And let's look at it. My favorite is this barrel is recessed. See that? That is a great feature. Makes it very accurate. And I also like the flat handle and the nice texture here, just to increase your grip and friction. Now CZ, they have excellent woods and steel finish. Probably the best combination in the industry, if you ask me. They are not as cheap as before due to the inflation, but they still provide strong value for their workmanship and material and accuracy. Although I have to say, this trigger is okay. All right, I want to get it out of the way. This trigger is not as good as AQ trigger, in my experience and opinion, from my A17, which is an American brand, Savage. I believe some Mossberg also have a similar trigger. Those triggers are way better than this one. This is just a regular trigger. Nothing to write home about. As you can see from the target, I mean, this is at 25 yards. Pretty accurate. But I'm an average rifle shooter, not the best. So this rifle is much better than I am. But still, look at that. But for my A17 though, I semi-auto. But because of the trigger, I believe I can do better than this. Be interesting to find out next time. I will take my A17 to the range and I'll keep this target. And they have the same scope setup, which is the scope I highly recommend from Bushnell. Bushnell scope. One thing I like it is you can adjust the yardage here, so you don't have to recite it. And the adjustment is pretty good. In my experience, I find it very accurate, even with the adjustment. And you can adjust the scope very easily, you know. Bushnell, banner, up to 16 times. I love it. And has a green or red set up too. This is to fine tune your focus. And for CZ, I have to purchase an extra base for the rifle rack. That's the one thing. Not a big fan of the CZ. For 457, they changed safety to push. The action is very smooth, you know, smooth action. Magazine release push is at front. I find 5 shots is plenty enough. You don't need to get 10 shots, in my opinion. Very nice texture here too. Similar to the texture at the front stock. Yeah, the whole wood finish is pretty good. And there's no recoil, you know, due to the small caliber of the rifle. No recoil at all, but 22 Magnum is more meaningful. You can use it for target practice. You can also have a very practical use for small games or small mid-sized game or Varmint, right? I mean, this is the model called Varmint. So definitely a powerful enough rifle for Varmint. Yeah, I think trigger for me has a lot of the downward push because of the design of the curve, you know. So kind of encourage you to push the whole rifle downward. For example, if it's a flat or flattish, I think you will be more centered. But again, nothing you cannot change or improve with the trigger management and control training. But for me, you know, if a rifle out of the box can be as forgiving as it can be without changing as much on the operator's end, all for the better, you know. That's why, you know, for the small game rifle, I really recommend Savage better than CZ. However, sadly, Savage doesn't have as good wood as CZ. So if you go with the Savage model, maybe you go with the plastic, or you have to get it aftermarket, but then that's extra money. All right. So that's about it. CZ457 attack driver with much to be improved on the trigger. Comment below. Let me know what you think about it. Shoe safe and back some Varmint. See you later.